Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a demo of the Pac-Man game that I just gotten done. This thing that I'm looking at right now here, this is the TRS-80MXS graphics board. And the game that I've just written is written to take advantage of this card. This card plugs in with the rest of the TRS-80MXS stack. There's a floppy drive emulator, which kind of acts like a hard drive, I guess I would call it, because it's got seek time like a hard drive. It's got a memory expansion board, and then also this board as well. And I am working on one more right now. Don't have it completely debugged over here, which is a wireless card. You can see kind of the little wireless board right there. So ultimately there'll be 4 or 5 different options you can stack together. But I thought I would go ahead and give a demo of the Pac-Man game that I've gotten. It's a 2-player version of Pac-Man, which I think is kind of unique. I thought since I've got 2 joystick ports, you can see right there I've got 2 joystick ports. It'd be kind of cool to make a 2-player version of the game, so let's go ahead and get it started here. So gotta wait for the floppy emulator to stabilize there. The light will go solid, which it does. Turn on the Model 1, and there's new DOS, and the new DOS is configured to shut off the voice, the sounds off of the audio card. Otherwise they would sit there and drone on like that, which is not too awesome. So we'll go ahead and start Pac-Man. You can see it. Well, missed it, but you could see it loading off the floppy. Okay, so it's telling you that you need to switch the video ports. If I had 2 monitors here, you could just watch both monitors at the same time, but the video is separate for that card. So there's the game versus Pac-Man, and you notice the little ghost there's got a hat on. So when you're playing 2 players, the ghost that has the hat on is the one that is controlled by the other person. So we'll go ahead and get started here. We'll push start. It's going to be kind of tough to try and play both at the same time and run the camera, but we'll see what we can do. So there's your typical Pac-Man. I just recently updated the logic to make the ghosts a little bit more aggressive, so it's a little tricky to play now. They were a lot more random than they are now, but now they're kind of sort of aggressive. They know where you are on the board, and they keep trying to get closer to you until you eat a Energizer, and then they start trying to evade you. So it's more like the original game that way. So let's go ahead and turn on the little 2-player thing here. So there you see the little ghost that's got the hat on it. So I'll use the other joystick for a second here so you can see. I can kind of take control of him and make him go different directions. If I just let go, though, he'll start moving on his own again and come after you. So I'm not quite done with the game, but I think it's pretty good. It's turned out better than I expected, I think. I wasn't quite sure how much performance I could get out of the Model 1. You know, it's a little over 1 megahertz, so I wasn't sure it'd be able to drive this video chip as well as it does, but it does a pretty good job. One little thing to note is that the video chip, the TMS 918, has a hardware bug in it, which is kind of funny. And I remember this from back in the day when I played my Texas Instruments computer. It used this chip. If you have 4 sprites horizontally aligned, then that's all that it can show. And on the 5th one, it starts to black it out, which you'll notice every once in a while when the sprites cross past each other. You'll see little lines and stuff appear in them. It's kind of a weird little bug in the hardware, but there's not much you can do about it. So that's why some of the games used to be set up so that they didn't have, you know, as colorful of graphics and stuff. They would not like have like the eyes of the Pac-Man or the ghosts. They wouldn't have eyes. They just have like holes in their head. The reason they did that was because they didn't want to deal with that problem that I was just talking about, where, you know, parts of the ghosts would disappear and stuff. So anyway, that's the overview of the first game for the TRS-80MXS board. I think I'll probably make 3 or 4 classic arcade games, and we'll see what you know, what that looks like. I think I might try maybe Joust or something next. I'm not sure. Probably ought to try Galaga, because that's my game, but I've written Galaga probably 3 or 4 different times, and I don't know that I want to do that one again. I'm thinking maybe Joust or some other classic game from the early 80s. So thanks for watching.